Can't believe I drove past this thing every single day. Cool. A local YouTuber near me, Pole Barn Garage, challenged me to a race. It is a dirt track, roundy round dirt track, and naturally I cannot turn down a challenge, so we have to find us a car that we can race with. It cannot have modified suspension or modified engines. Nope. 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 Nope.
Full of problems.
Turbo. Nope. Turbo again. And definitely not. Which that's all I have right now. So I'm looking for something cheap to race him. I've been looking for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks now. Haven't really found anything. I have a lead on a 78 Camaro that is local here in town. So we're gonna go take a look at it right now. Let's hop in the car and go. I am currently going to look at a 1978 Camaro. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, Casey, you have entirely too many projects already, and you are correct. But this one is for a special reason. Pole Barn Garage has challenged me to a race. There was a race track down in Butler, Missouri. It's a dirt track, roundy round track, and they have an enduro race, which is basically a bring your shit box out and race it thing going on in a couple weeks, 2 weeks. And so I need a car to race in it. All my stuff has been altered. I was gonna race the 57. I thought that'd be fun. Also, you're gonna trade some paint. So maybe not the 57, but I was thinking, you know, I got so many cars that one of them would work. Cannot have altered suspension, can't have altered engine. All my stuff is turbocharged basically that runs and drives. So I needed something that I could compete with in the race, but also be legal. So it's kind of a weird gray area. I've been looking at a couple different things. A lot of stuff is way too expensive. I'm not spending a lot of money on a stupid race, you know, for fun. So I'm looking at like a car that I can do a will it run and drive video on and then take it for the race. Also, me and Pole Barn are going to drive to the race. It's like 2 hours. Race and then drive them back. So it's not like race car shit where we're trailing them down there. We actually have to be able to drive it. So yeah, kind of looking around, couldn't find anything. There is a 1978 Camaro that is 2 miles from my house, and I actually drive past it every single day taking my kid to school, but I've never seen it. There's a truck in front of it, and I know the truck because I've seen the truck 100 times. I've wanted to buy it, but I knew it wasn't for sale. So yeah, we're gonna go check out this Camaro, see exactly what it looks like. Guy's asking $2,500. I don't want to spend that at all. He said there's some wiggle room in the price. I'd really like to buy it for like 800 bucks. I'm one of those assholes that like offers 30%, but I end up buying a lot of shit that way. So let's see what the hell happened. Check it out. What's funny is when I drive past it like this, I always see the truck. I love the truck. Cool. She's been sitting a while. Here's the big problem. Here's why she stopped driving. Our leaf spring came through the floor, like they do on all of these damn Camaros. We'll have to fix that. Cool. Cool. She's bored. I think he said 30 over. Headers. It's got a cam. I got a video of it running. Obviously, that was a while ago, but he started taking stuff off because he was going to pull this out and put it in another car. But that's not what we're doing, baby. We're going to stick it back in there and see what happens. I think I'm going to try and buy it. Can't believe I drove past this thing every single day. Great news. We ended up buying the Camaro for $1,000. What? There's a golf cart in front of me. That threw me off a little bit. What the hell? Hold on. Let me spin my camera around. They were on the street a second ago. They're flying. So anyways, golf cart threw me off a little bit. The owner of the Camaro is a fan of the channel. He watches my videos. So he was kind of excited to see, you know, go to a good home. I don't know that I'm a good home, but to sell it. So got it for $1,000. Very, very happy. I went ahead, he actually had a race seat for it, like an aluminum race seat. Not for it, but just for sale. Bought that for 20 bucks too. Got a couple extra wheels, some extra parts, and pretty excited about it. I called the local tow truck company that I use. They're gonna grab it here in an hour or two, and then we'll take a better look at it once it's at my shop. I really wanna get it off the ground, kind of look underneath it. I already know that one of my leaf springs is coming through the floor, which is really common on these. I've seen it before. I actually had to fix one years ago for a guy. I can't remember how I did it. I think we used plate steel. But anyways, whenever it gets to the shop, we'll see. We'll throw a battery in it, see what the hell happens. I'm excited. It was cheap. Also, it's cool as shit. Check her out. We got her here in the shop. Very, very happy. The hot tires all hold air. The seller was not sure that they would, but they look like they're doing just fine. It rolls really easy, which is nice. Because anytime something sits for a very long time, your brakes will start just locking up like crazy and breaking lines and all kinds of fun stuff. As you can see, it has a slight, it's not very slight, it has a huge lean to the back, and that is because our rear leaf spring has came through the floor. But we knew that going in. What I want to do right now is get it jacked up. I want to get it up real high so I can get under there, kind of look at stuff, see what all we got to do to fix the leaf spring. They've kind of done some floor replacement stuff that doesn't look great. We'll probably have to redo some of that. I don't know if we're going to try and do all that before the race, but it definitely needs done. But yeah, let's get it up and see what we can do. We also need to get rid of all of the leaves and shit that are everywhere in this thing. So let's go. All right, got the trunk open. She is a very rusty girl. We knew that going in, but it's still kind of shocking. I went to jack it up. I put the jack here, it crunched. I put the jack up there, it crunched. I put the jack, basically it's on the pinch welds now, and I don't know how much I trust it, but it's up, so we can kind of start looking at stuff. Got the trunk open. It was, had a lock that was broke, so I had to break that the rest of the way. What we're going to do now is come in here. I want to strip all this out so we can get a good look at everything. And then we will assess what the next plan is. Oh, that's cool as shit. Still has the jack instructions. I do like that. Engine looks good. Has oil and everything. I don't know if I'm going to throw a battery in it or not, but boy, I would kind of like to hear it crank just for peace of mind, but I don't know yet. Let's get it stripped and then we'll see. This is obviously a second channel video, so we're not going to go too crazy, because this will be on the main channel. But I do want to kind of see what we're working with here. So let's get all this shit out of here. All right. Here is the worst part, which we already knew, obviously. They actually tried to patch it. We definitely need to address that. We're not going to do it right now. I'm going to strip the headliner and the door panels and stuff, but there is about 10,000 ants in there, and they started biting the shit out of my leg. So what we're going to do to end this video is break out the hose and just hose all this shit down real good, and then we will pick up this on the main channel at another time. It's not nearly as bad as it could be, especially since we're just going to use it for a race car. I definitely need to dig in some more before we, know that this one's perfect. That's a magnet. Wow. That's a really strong magnet. Is that a speaker magnet? I don't know. Yeah, let's break out the hose. Also, check this out. Oh, where'd I put it? Got like the old Chilton book. It's soaking wet, but I can still read it. So this is probably going to be helpful. Yeah, cool. I don't know how it got so wet. It hasn't rained in a couple weeks, but we're gonna let that dry out. Probably reuse that guy. Oof. Let's put him over there. All right, let's hose some shit off. Call this a video. Oh, those damn ants bit the shit out of me. Take that, ants, you son of a bitch. Oh, she's muddy. All right. We got her all cleaned up. Looks a lot better. Killed a couple hundred ants. Fuck you, fucker. My leg still itches. The trunk is a lot nicer than I was expecting. I assumed with rust there I'd have all kinds of issues, but it's really it's hard to say it's a solid car because there's a leaf spring through the floor, but the body on it is really nice, actually. And I was kind of scrubbing a little bit. Once you get that tree sap off there, the paint doesn't look horrible. So we need to obviously pressure wash it, but I'm gonna let this sit for a couple days before we come back in here and dig in. But overall, I am very happy for $1,000 clean title. I mean, come on. A running and driving 350 Chevy for $1,000, you know, I'm gonna buy every one of those on the planet, especially if it's 2 miles from my house. So cool, man. I like it. I'm not happy with the rust, you know, that needs fixed, but we kind of knew that, obviously, with it being this cheap. The good news about the rust is that's just weight reduction. And everybody knows that racing is about weight reduction. And we have a lot of weight reduction. This car probably weighs a quarter what it should if it was actually solid. So that's nice. This is going to be a fun one. We're going to have some fun. I'm excited to race. I've never actually raced on a dirt track before. I've done some quarter-mile stuff in the past. Never done dirt track, so going to have a good time with that. I got to get a fire suit and a helmet. If anybody out there has a fire suit they want to sell for a guy that's 6'2", 250 pounds, let me know, because I'm looking. And I also need a helmet for my giant-ass head. So, yeah, this is going to be a good time. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. Helps the channel grow more than you would imagine. Go check out my main channel. We just hit 200K subscribers. We got a lot of really cool builds on there, and this one will be on there very shortly, so stay tuned for all that and more. Go to Caseyscustoms.com for the coolest merchandise on the planet. Please like, share, comment, all that shit they tell you to do at the end of videos, and check out some more of my other videos. Peace. I love you.